It's not going to matter. I mean, this is a tried and true strategy we've seen from Donald Trump over and over and over again. You're the greatest thing in the world, the smartest person he knows, until you cross him, and then all of a sudden you're dumb, you're an idiot, you're lazy, you've checked out. We've seen it with Jeff Sessions, his former attorney general. We saw it with his own personal attorney, Michael Cohen. Time and again, this is what Trump does. This is why loyalty is a one-way street with Donald Trump. And I think everyone knows that. I think everyone's used to that. I don't think it does anything to change narratives. I think in this case, with the stakes so severe, the implications so important, that people aren't going to be chasing Donald Trump's personal reactions on this fringe right-wing platform that no one really belongs to. I think that people in the media and analysts and folks like us we have our eyes on the prize, and that's really what the evidence was, what we learned that was new, and what the implications are going forward, both for the people involved, but also for democracy itself.
You know, Danielle, Liz Cheney, only one of two Republicans on the 1-6 committee, she's putting her political career on the line to go after Trump. She actually voted with him more than 90% of the time. I've been thinking a lot lately about legacies and how people want to be remembered. How do you think somebody like Liz Cheney is going to be remembered from what we've seen so far?
Well, we know that in American history, we oftentimes, when people pass, right, remember all of the good things and none of the ways in which they actually worked against our country's progress. And I think the same will be true for Liz Cheney. I think that she's going to be remembered for this moment, right, for the fact that she, voted with Donald Trump 90% of the time, which means that, she believes in all of the policies that Republicans believe in, which is not, providing for the American people, providing for the wealthy and all of these things. But because she has the backbone to stand up and say, on this one issue, lying, the preservation of our democracy, I'm not going to be aboard the Trump train. I'm not doing this. And so, I think that she sets a tone that she is very clear about the fact that our democracy hangs in the balance. And this isn't about loyalty or fealty to a king. It is about the preservation of our democracy moving forward, and that we are in a dangerous moment. And her former party is at the forefront of that.
Kurt, we talked a little bit earlier in the show about the fact that Fox News refused to show the hearing with sound or even go to commercial for the entire time it was happening. Do you think that strategy worked for him?
No, I think it backfired tremendously because here's the reality. Because of the way that social media works today, because of the way that audiences and consumers go after information and find information, people are going to see these things. The audience that they're trying to shield the truth from and continue to mislead, they have Twitter. They're on Facebook. The most viral clips from this proceeding, from the outstanding testimony from the Capitol Police officer, from the clips of Bill Barr, the former Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Ivanka and Jared and Jason Miller, all of those things are all over the internet. They're all accessible. And I don't think that Fox News in any way helped themselves by shielding their entire audience from watching this instead of watching, another Tucker Carlson rage infomercial. I think they did a great disservice to the country. I think they did a lot of reputational harm to themselves, which, it's hard to believe they could do even more harm to themselves reputationally, but they sure did it. And at the end of the day, it's not going to work. People are going to see these things.